And welcome to the broadcast. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Winnie Adoyo. Now tonight we begin with the horrific tale of a child trafficking syndicate here in Nairobi. Tens of children are believed to have disappeared from the Good Samaritan Children's home in Mathare area without a trace. The owner of the children's home is currently out on bond after she was charged with child trafficking. Reports by child protection agencies indicating that more than 20,000 children are abducted every year in Kenya, with Nairobi being identified as one of the major centers of this horrific trade. Let's begin our broadcast with our very own Raquel Muigai.
At the heart of the Mathare slums, we meet Teresia Wanjiru. Her home carrying tales of the tears she cried and prayers she has made after her then 5-year-old daughter disappeared with no trace 2 years ago. Wanjiru's eyes well up with tears as she strips naked of her pain to us over the events of the 10th of August 2016. Events that have forced her to live a life treading in the dark.
Kutoka kazini karudi. Huyo mzee jirani yangu ndio akakuja kaniambia mtoto wako kutoka saa 7 amepotea.
It was information that disturbed her from the very moment. Her instinct as a mother was to visit a location her 5-year-old daughter Shiku, as she was fondly referred to, will spend most of her day. The Good Samaritan Children's home, which is just a stone's throw away from her house. But her arrival there was marked with a rude shock from the owner.
Naenda nikamuuliza. Akaniambia mtoto wako anapenda starehe sana za TV. Ana mapali yako ya tu wako kuangalia TV. Tukienda mara nyingine tena anatuongesha vibaya. Sasa nikaona sina nini.
It was a dead end from the children's home and she was forced to report to the nearby police station. Her neighbors opting to join in the search, as with every passing second did the risk increase of never finding Shiko again.
Kuna mtoto mmoja tu huko Gudi. Akakuja akatuambia ameona mtoto Good Samaritan ya Dandora. Tulishika njia mpaka Dandora. Kufika huko watoto kuona huo alianza kulia ndo mashiko. Kidogo kuulizia mtoto alikuwa hapo, haikujulikana alienda aje. Mtoto alipotelelea huko Good Samaritan.
The biggest and worrying concern, however, is why young Shiko will disappear when she was 5 years, given that she made frequent visits to the home since she was 2 years old. According to lawyer Samuel Gishigi, such a scenario paves way for crucial aspects in the child trafficking racket.
In the initial stages, you think, as a parent, you think your kid is getting support. But in the meantime, you're being profiled. The parent is being profiled. And once it's you identified, our parent is identified as a very poor, very weak, without any family members, no supporters, no support, the kid is stolen. By that time, already a buyer is available.
The Good Samaritan Children's home is one that the residents here know too well. Its infamous reputation securing an arrest of the owner Masimburu by children welfare officers just 2 weeks ago, where she faced charges of child trafficking. But even so, she was released on a 200,000 shillings bond, with the children's court ordering the home to be shut down. According to a 2018 Trafficking in Persons report by the US Department of State, Kenya is designated as a Tier 2 nation. This means that the government of Kenya does not fully meet the minimum standards for the elimination of trafficking. As lawyer Gishigi says, it is a racket that involves the hospitals, children homes, the police and children welfare officers. But of the hardest truths is that one child can be sold for as much as 8 million shillings, depending on the bidder.
Msaidizi yangu nilirudisha tu mtoto.
Hundreds of children are believed to have disappeared with no trace through the Good Samaritan Children's home that has been in existence for at least 27 years. That a harsh reality of the dynamic and silent vice of child trafficking in Kenya. Raquel Muigai for Citizen TV in Mathare, Nairobi County.
Terrible story there. Thank you so much for that, Raquel.